Welcome to Chapter 4 of my live stream, everyone. Today it looks like in the area we're going to be fighting tree and saplings, magic bones, and entering the main MSQ. So in here soon we're going to also do our job or class quest anyways. So we're going to continue on here. First of all, Jadeite Thick and Bent Branch is where these are going to be found. So, nice area. So let's go down to Bent Branch first. Actually, Bent Branch should be this way. Let's see where these monsters are now. So let's see what they are again. And Bent Branch, Magic to Bones. I know where to find those at. They're down in Tantera Deep Cross. Or near it. I like how they have pathways that lead to everything in Obed. Especially in this area. Alright, so I got enough magic bones. I'm gonna go for any more of those now. I'm gonna put that out of there. And then my next content log in this area will be recommendations. We'll go up to the Jadeite Thick and try to find a treant sapling. We just have to find one. Not gonna join this. We'll go up to the bent branch again, and we'll go up to the Jadeite Thick. We'll probably use that pathway that's going out the east. The bent branch once we get up there. Which will be this way. Keep on following this pathway up north here. Northeast, kinda. Got all the Chigos, little ladybugs, forest fungos. The thing I want is a treant sapling. We gotta find a treant sapling. There's a treant sapling right there. Let's start off doing it. There we go. We got a treant sapling. Because there's nothing else left to do in this area besides go get the main story quest done and get back thick. So we gotta talk to this dude named Elmer at the bank. You don't look like you're here for training. Hand him Rosaline's missive. A shadowy figure, understood. I'll pass word to the recruits as well as the sentries. Let me just make my mark. There, that should do. If you follow the road south, you'll find Bernard by the bridge to Bent Branch. Godspeed, adventurer. So now we gotta go back down to Bent Branch. Should be down this way, so we'll go up the pathway north up here again. Take a right and head east. Take another right down here. The person we need to be talking to should be right up here. There's Bernard. You have business with me, adventurer? Also showing Rosaline's message. Rosaline is right to be cautious, for this stranger to venture so close, yet go to such great lengths to remain undetected is highly suspicious. They clearly have designs on Bent Branch. We appreciate the help. I should write my name here, yes? And here, take it. You'll find Eligar in the stables past the Aetherite. Alright, so now we gotta go to the stables. Talk to Eligar. Right, this way. Eligar right there. Mind the birds, adventurer. They get nervous around strangers. I also hand Rosaline's message. What's this, a shadowy stranger near the matron's lift? You've already shown this to Bernard and Elmar. I see. Good, good. Then all that's left is to inform the staff here. Not everyone here is a wood whaler, true. But even our stable boys wouldn't hesitate to take up arms to defend these chugabos. Okay, so now we completed that one. Migrant Marauders. Eligar would like to impose upon the kindness of an adventurer. You're quite the compassionate adventurer by the sound of it. Well, far be it from me to look a gift chocobo in the mouth. I have need of a capable man like yourself. We received a peddler at the gates the other day, an excitable Lalafell that was sweating and swearing that he had been attacked by large winged beasts. Yet, other than hornets, I know of no flying creatures in this region. If there's any truth to what he said, it might prove problematic for other travelers. Follow the road south and see if you can find any evidence to support his claim. And should you find something, kindly tell Lothair to patrol his area sometime instead of just standing beneath a spire and staring at the God's damned road. In those words. Alright, so I gotta search signs for winged beast. South of here, so let's see. Should take this road. Get out. Go through these fences. Wait, whatever you want to call it. And my target should be over here. In these woods. In this area. A vulture egg. Let's inspect that. Alright, so we did that. And then there's Lothair right there. I speak to him. A northern vulture, too, and they were defending a nest? Well, perhaps we could omit the last detail from any official reports. I would rather not give Elgar any further cause to be cross. Thank you for slaying the beast. You may rest assured that I will not permit this to happen again. Let's go with the hip embracers. Let's equip those. A hero is often late. Lothar, guard at Galvan Spire, wants you to visit the hedge tree. I have another task for you, adventurer. I need you to head to the hedge tree to the southwest of here and speak with Hero Leone. After tending to the hedge tree, the hero was scheduled to board a boat from the mirror planks, but the vessel's departure time has come and gone, but there is still no sign of her. Knowing how absorbed the hero becomes in her work, I am not unduly concerned. Armel, however, was responsible for organizing Leone's transportation and is likely wondering if her wayward passenger is ever going to arrive. Perhaps a gentle reminder is in order? Alright, so we gotta head south even further. Gotta go to the hedge tree, I guess. There's the hedge tree. There's Leone. Yes, what troubles you, my dear? Ah, yes, the boat. I had quite forgotten. Oh, my task with the hedge tree is well and finished, but the elementals murmur of a malevolent presence in the vicinity of the Tamtara Deepcroft. I must abide a while longer, and that I might better divine the source of the elemental's distress. Please inform Armel that I shall be late in arriving. Okay, let's sprint up this way. I gotta go around this way now to this other fork that's gonna be on the road here. Gotta go to the mirror planks. Oh, there's a tree slug I can kill for one of my quests. Oh. Take out these other tree slugs up here. So at least have three more taken out. Two more. And one more. Now we gotta get Northern Vulture slayed, which I should be over in the East Shroud. So we'll get to that whenever our adventures take us that way, because I know eventually they will be taking us that way too. So, now we'll go through this gate here, talk to Armel. You bear a message from here, Leone. An evil presence in the Deep Croft? That does sound grave indeed. I shall organize a vessel for a later time, then perhaps a bell from now. Two, better make it three, just to be safe. Thank you for your trouble. I'm gonna get the wrapped maple longbow. It's gonna be better for me. Armel, a local at the Mirror Planks wishes to use the salvage cargo from a wreckage on the road. Might you assist me with another matter, sir? A wagon that departed from Quarry Mill was overturned on the road when some large, ill-tempered forest beast chose that moment to defend its territory. By Nothka's grace, the driver escaped without serious injury, but the wagon's cargo was not so fortunate. With none willing to risk another encounter with the creature, I can only assume the goods remained strewn across the ground where the incident occurred. Simply follow the road here to the south and you should come across the wreckage. Salvage what cargo you can and deliver it to Keitha at Brent Branch Meadows if you could be so kind. Alright, so this bow that we just got, we'll equip that. And I'll see what this ability is. Delivers an attack with a potency of 110 to all enemies in a cone before you. Recast 2.49 seconds, so I'll probably set Quick Knot on that one right there since it's such a short recast. Alright. Let's continue on. So the enemy should be in this purple circle up here. Step in it. The lumber toe. Alright, so we got this fallen cargo here. Now we'll take it back to Brent Branch Meadows, which we could fast travel there. I use a free Aetherite ticket. We'll speak to Keitha. You have a delivery for me? Give him the two fallen cargoes. This is the shipment that I was waiting on from Quarry Mill. I heard the wagon ran afoul of some great monstrosity just up the path from the nearest planks. But I see you've managed to scrape together a few bits and pieces. Seems I can't get through two bells these days without hearing some new tale of horrors of the Deep Croft or band of cutthroats prowling the woods hereabouts. Makes me wonder if me chocobos are safe at night. It does, if we're ever in need of adventurous skills. Hope you'll be around for them again. Okay, so the next quest we're going to pick up is going to be from Lukalot. Oh, no, oh please God, no, Leia's egg. Severin, you must help me. I stepped out of the stable but for a moment, and when I returned it was gone. What was gone? An egg? Sorry, you're sure the chocobos will lay another? God, you do not understand. The egg is extremely valuable. I must find it. Leia's legacy. Lukalot at Brent Branch Meadows seeks your assistance in finding a lost chocobo egg. Why the fuck would they be giving I don't need a leather charge. I'll just take an elegant bronze pieces. You will help me, won't you, Severin? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Someone must have made off with it. There can be no other explanation. I shall scour every elm of the stable once more just to be sure. While I do so, I should be very grateful if you would ask others the others if they notice anything unusual. Okay, so now we gotta investigate this missing egg. But first of all, that's a race truckable trader. I need to sell some items. Actually, I gotta go down here and get this quest here and just sell some items. A chocobo egg has gone missing. Well, let me think. Now they mention it, the chocobos were making quite a racket earlier. Not so much so, in fact, that I ran over to check on them, almost flattening a passing feather in my face. I didn't find anything out of the ordinary, though. Could I describe the peasant? Oh, he was an Elizan fellow. I didn't recognize his face. Seemed awfully twitchy. Oh, God, you don't think he... Why in hell didn't I accost him? There we go here. Sort out through those. Oh, I forgot to eat some food though. Get experience bonuses. So let's see here. I'll eat this braised tortilla. I'll eat one more of them. Give me a buff for an hour. Umund. See anyone acting suspicious? I almost certainly did, lad. A man, it was running off towards the Tamtara Deepcroft. You say an egg was tucked, then I'd say that there was your culprit. But why would someone pinch a chocobo egg? Without the proper learning, it's damn near impossible to get one to hatch. So this next guy is going to be down here, and we got to go to the left. It's going to be Bernard we're going to be talking to. Have I seen any odd characters about, aside from yourself, you mean? Not that I recall. I did see someone calming the birds, but only from a distance. I assured it was Luculai. But if you say he was away from the stables at the time, then who was that with the chocobos? I speak with Luke a lot again. Let him know what I know. So a suspicious elven man looking around that looks almost like Luke a lot. But it wasn't him. I go towards Tamtara Deepcroft. There can be no mistake, then. The egg was indeed stolen. And from what you have told me, this was no simple robbery. That the culprit should take only Leia's egg and disregard all the rest tells me we are dealing with someone well versed in chocobo breeding. I'm sorry to say that the individual in question is like to be a citizen of my native Ishgard. Leia, you see, is of the bloodline of Oranos, one of the greatest birds ever to grace an Ishgardian stable. Many a man in my homeland would give his right arm to possess one of Leia's eggs. Gods, I should have foreseen this. We must give chase at once. Hold your chocobos, Luculai. If this egg thief's from Ishgard, like you say, why to go running off towards the Tamtara Deepcroft? Unless I've got my mental map upside down, that's the opposite direction. Well, yes, he may seek out to Leia Fostrell or Ba. But why, that's not important. Leia's egg is all that matters. Adventure, I beg of you. Hunt this scoundrel down and take back what he stole. Well, at least you ain't planning on chasing after him yourself, wherever he's from. We may work wonders with our birds, Severin, but acts of dare and do ain't exactly our field. If you don't mind, we'll leave that end of things to you. With luck, you may catch the thief on the road to the Tamtara Deepcroft, but do be careful. We cannot be certain he is working alone in this. Alright, so we gotta go back towards the Deepcroft again. So we're going to be taking a right once we get up to this pathway with this fork right here. Is he anywhere in here? No, he's not. So, it's probably up above it somewhere. I'm gonna look up on the roofing area up here. Yeah, it says it's over here. Kuplu Kopo. Duty calls commence battle for Leia's legacy. Level sync is in effect if you're above the maximum allowed level. It will be synced as follows. Level 18. I'm already at level 18, so let's proceed. I caught you at last, you spiteful imp. Now hand over the egg. You can't have it, Kupo. This egg belongs to Luculot. Who in Helon's bloody fury are you? All those softs at Bent Branch hired themselves an adventurer, did they? Yet another complication. This farce has gone on long enough. Kill the Moogle and the farmer's hireling and bring me that damned egg. There we go. Duty complete. Let's speak to Kuplo Capo again. Thank you, Kupo. What's that, Kupo? How did I come to be out here? Oh, well, this egg here is Leia's. Leia is a very special chocobo, in case you didn't know. Anyways, I was having a nap in the stables when that nasty fellow crept in and tried to steal it, Kupo. So I snatched it up as quickly as I could and made a run for it. I was planning to take it back to Bent Branch Meadows myself, but it might be safer if you did it. I'm sure Luculot will be very happy to see you, Kupo. So I got the egg now. Let's just get out of here. I'm not going to bother these folks. Alright. Let's see here. Almost a bit. We could have just taken a A-8 up there, but that's fine. We can save the tickets and save the money. Next time we'll keep that in mind. Alright, let's speak to look a lot again. Do you have the egg? Is it safe? Yes, it has the right color and the right weight. It is most definitely Leia's egg. I know not how to thank you. You had me worried for a bit there, Severin. 'Tis good to see you and the egg back safe and sound. So I was correct in my assumption that Nish Guardian was involved, albeit one who did not, in fact, make off with the egg. Well, I could have, I hardly could have, I could hardly have anticipated the intervention of a Moogle. Bugger me, it couldn't be the same one, could it? Why, you have encountered an unlikely savior before, Keitha. Could be I. One of them saved my hide back when the calamity struck. I was in part of the woods, what we call now the standing courses, that day. Seemed like the whole bleeding forest was ablaze, and I couldn't see a yawm in front of me for all the smoke. Well nigh given up on hope I had. Then all of a sudden a Moogle appears out of nowhere, tugs at me a smoldering sleeve, and leads me straight to a bit of the wood where the fire hadn't taken hold. And now you know why the business is called Moogle's Gift Mounts. Seemed like the least I could do. I'd be dead if it weren't for that plucky little bugger. Incredible, it may well be that the Moogle who stood vigil over us ever since that day. Ha, we'd better get back to work then. Wouldn't want go letting our guardian angel down, would we? Severin, you have our thanks. Oh, and I believe Luke-a-lot wants to give you a little something for your troubles. Leia's egg is irreplaceable. I cannot well express to you the depth of my gratitude. And yet I find that I am still troubled. While this whole regrettable episode unfolded, I bore witness to a slight that greatly concerned me. Luke-a-lot appears to be in need of assistance. My thanks for your kindness earlier. I hate to impose again, but I have need of your assistance in another matter. One of grave import, I fear. Of late, I've noticed that exotic dirigibles have been appearing over the 12's wood with increasing regularity. The frequency, however, does not bother me here so much as where they chose to fly. The patch of sky directly above the guardian tree. The tree is a sacred site, or so I was given to believe when I first came to Gridania, and thus I naturally assumed that the elementals would not suffer the exile to profane it. Yet the burnmen have been coming and going as they please, with nary a sign of protest from the guardians of the 12's wood. And it was that which set me to thinking. Ever since the appearance of the much talked about suspicious individual, many and more strange things have been occurring in the forest. Could it be that he did something to the elementals? In case it proved useful, I have committed the details of my sightings to parchment, and would ask that you deliver the document to Mother Mion. Please make all haste. I have an irrepressible feeling that something terrible is about to happen. First of all, before we go back to New Gridania, we have to go to the East Shrub. We have got some northern vultures to hunt over there for the Archers Guild. Anyways, let's see what road will lead up towards there. I don't want to cut across the rivers on foot, so we could probably just take this road up this way. Who knows, maybe we might come across northern vultures on the way there that aren't really up in there, but down here. That dynamite can just screw off. Go this way. I have about 45 minutes left and I'll probably be off of here. They're short streams some days, long streams others. A little bit at a time, I should say. Enjoy the game a little bit more. Alright, so this way should be the East Shroud. Once we get to the stones, that little pathway through the stones up here. Alright, so in a new area. I don't want to sink to that yet, but I also know there are leaves over there that we could take on. But we'll be over here later on in the game too, because we'll actually be, this will be part of the main story. All I want is the northern vultures that are up this way. And they're reasonably leveled, so I'll go ahead and start fighting these guys off. Happy birthday, Twist. Hey, just because it's your birthday doesn't mean you can act up, girl. Yeah, that's correct. You're going awful hard, clawing up his chair. Now it says the wild hoglets up here too. So what creatures are up here that's in my hunting log? Let's go to the recommendations. Oh my goodness. This has a wealth of animals I need to defeat. Alright, let's get it done. And find one more wild hoglet. There we go. Alright, so we found a wild hoglet. Hey! What did I say earlier? What did I say? You gonna listen? Alright, so I found all the northern vultures I need for that quest. Let's go back to recommendations. There's goblin hunters in the honey yard, mandragores in the honey yard, and everything else in the 9 IVs of the bramble patch. So there's the honey yard first, it's over here. There we go. We found our mandragores. There we go. Goblin Hunter, Lemur, Goblin Hunter. Where's the Goblin Hunters at again? I think they're a little bit further south down here. Let me just hop around. Here's the Goblin Hunters. So let's target him from afar. Alright, so we got a Goblin Hunter. Go back to recommendations, and next 4 are going to be a 9 IVs. The 9 IVs is down over this way. So we might as well just go ahead and pick up that Aetherite and also the first aid quest in Hawthorne over there. I wanted to get this done anyways over here. Keep on going down this pathway and we'll eventually hit the Hawthorne hut. There's my lemurs. You guys take them out as much as you can. We gotta kill 4 of these things. Total. And we got more, so 3 more. 2 more. Alright, 1 more. Where's that tailed motherfucker at? Should have been at least 1 more lemon around here that I could pick it out. Don't tell me I gotta wait for it to respawn. It's more difficult. I gotta wait for one to respawn. That's something other than the bone pieces too. There's one spawn, I'm taking it out. Up there it is. Alright, so now we can go to Bent Branch Meadows. Or like, not Branch Meadows, it was like a Hawthorne hut. Speak to the merchant and sell these 2 gold pieces they have. And we'll also mend our clothing too. Make sure everything's repaired. go. To speak to the lead mate, Kina Liga. Hello, adventurer. I'm Kina Liga, a guild lead representative for the Adventurers Guild. If it is work you seek, the good folk who reside in the vicinity of the Hawthorne Path would trust me with a multitude of tasks that I am eager to assign to stalwart heroes. Stalwart ones, I say again. Many of these requests are not for the faint of heart or feral body. Before I send you marching into the wilderness, I must see what manner of adventurer has arrived upon my doorstep, so to speak. Let's start you on a trial guild leaf, shall we? How does this one suit you? Young Sylph has wandered into Martial's spire, tired and frightened. The wood whalers on duty at the outpost have provided a wayward sapling with water and shelter, but are afraid they will not be able to care for the child much longer. They seek a volunteer to escort the Sylph to Little Solace. Report to the East Shroud. Information on Hawthorne Hut leaves location East Shroud. Time limit 20 minutes. Client Forcepear Wood Whaler Florimond the Fleet. So we'll accept that. Excellent. You need merely beckon to the Sylph to lead her to her destination. Use the beckon remote to lead the Sylph safely to the destination. You may find it convenient to add the remote to your hotbar before beginning the guild lead. I do not like escort ones. Well met, traveler. My interest you in the Chocobo Porter. Do not tell me this is your first visit to this stop. I shall update my register with your name, so that you may access this location in the future. Gonna go to tune to this, and I gotta take a short break here, folks. I'll be right back. Alright, I am back, folks. I'm gonna take a quick break there for a second, so we'll go ahead and do this trial lead quest here. It's gonna be fun. So it looks like this location is gonna start with, first of all, we need to add the beckon emote to my hotbar. That would probably be pretty helpful. Alright, so let's see here. Alright, so we added beckon to the hotbar. I believe we should begin. Moving set up. The transporter report to the shroud and let's initiate. Let's hit the home point there. Because it actually doesn't bonuses, so I gotta head back up here to the hospital and cut. Also, just in case we get knocked out in the area, it doesn't teleport me back to my other area that I pretty much have as my home point. There we go. Alright. We got a giant mat we can take out right here. Part of our hunt. We've got two babies, one stone here. I also got a fairy fungus over here. This is a wealth of nothing right. Two more of these. Completed all the needs completed, have we? Then only one step remains, to collect your reward. The bonus has been awarded based on difficulty. Okay. Such classical diligence and internal competence are exactly qualities I mine. Now that I am satisfied that you possess the necessary level of skill, feel free to pursue the guild leads I have available. I look forward to hearing of your future exploits. Right, cool. So it looks like there's some quests up here. I have active poachers and wild boars left in this area. So pick up on some quests while we're here. Seek the Florimon. The replacement caller. Florimon seeks a caper adventurer to call Berman in his stead. You have the look of one who has seen more than his fair share of danger. I am Florimon, a century of Jocelyn Spire. Though you would be forgiven for imagining me a sentry of this hut, so seldom have I left in recent days. I have sustained an injury, you see, and have been out of commission for some time. Anyway, my wood whaler comrades are about to commence a coaling operation in a bramble patch, and the thought of them marching into the jaws of danger while English here like a coddled babe is frankly too much to bear. I realize this is sudden, but might I trouble you to take part in the operation in my stead? If you would do me this favor, seek out Captain Anuit at Jocelyn Spire. He will tell you all you need to know. Okay, so Jocelyn Spire is up this way. I might have to cut this stream short here in a little bit, folks. My headset battery is a little bit low, so I have to recharge my headset for a while. What brings you here, adventurer? Florimon's replacement, you say? And you are aware of the risk? Aye. Well, you do seem a capable sword. Florimon's task was to be the slaying of 6 black bats in the bramble patch. I take it you will now see to this. Very well. I wish you the best of luck. At the same time, I'll pick up this other quest. Thankfully, the bramble patch is also going to lead me to my positive of the Colonel. Swinophobia. Colonel and Century of Jocelyn Spire would delegate similar duties to the Vaquita adventurer. Those frightful snouts toss guns like unto spears in the squealing, and wet dreadful splitting and deathless that hurt constant dreams each night. Why, oh why did I ever leave home to come here? Hail, adventure, your sharp-eyed mind tells me you're keen to prove yourself, and to your good fortune menial task ideal for one of the fair villages. Wild boys spread the bramble patch, and it's about time that someone called the herd. No, not here. Okay, so we gotta go to Bramble Patch and do a couple of things to get back to all we gotta do is just take a right U-turn through this area right here. I'll take it straight to the Bramble Patch. Through this tunnel. Okay, so we got our wild boars and our black bats. Also with pillow tiles. Okay. Alright, so I got that done. Please hear my vow. I shall wear boarskin armor no more. I will starve before I partake in the tiniest morsel of salted pork. Just make him go away. But what? The swine plague the bramble branch. No more. Oh, thank you, friend. To speak the truth of it, I have been plagued by a dreadful phobia of those tusk monstrosities in recent weeks. But I realize this will not do. Jocelyn Spire overlooks a hub of trade and military activity. And to shirk my duties would be a dishonor to the hero whose name the Spire bears. You have instilled no small measure of courage in me today, friend, and for this I am grateful. I'll be right back, folks. I'm going to take one more short break, charging my headset a little bit, pause it for about 10 minutes, and I'll be right back. Hello, I am back. We will do this next quest with Pyronaut. Standard Sentry. Pyronaut is capable of volunteers to patrol the Grenadian frontier. You look to be made of sterner stuff than the average adventurer. How would you fancy doing your bit to preserve the peace? We patrol the area night and day, but a recent skirmish put a dozen of my best men in the infirmary, and we were sorely short-handed as a result. I'd be grateful if you could help fill in for the wounded. Now there are 3 strategic positions on our patrol route, each marked by Twin Adder Standard. What you need to do is go to the 3 locations in turn and hold your ground for a while. Nothing to it, see? We'll report about this quest to Anuid. So you've seen to the black bats. We couldn't have asked for a better substitute. You have my gratitude. Now at the risk of something seeming brazen, I would ask you a favor of my own. Might you bear a message to Florimond for me? The lad is being overly hard on himself for his absence. Tell him that his fretting avails no one. He himself, least of all, he serves the wood whalers best by getting back on his feet with all swiftness, and that requires peace of mind. Okay, so now we got to speak to Florimond again. But first of all, I'm going to do stand-in sentry. Look at this, Twin Adder Standard. Take down this northern ocean so it's not going to be a problem later on in the video. Stand watch at this Twin Adder Standard. Take down this northern vulture. And there's one last standard down here that we got to look into. Alright. So we're done with that. We can crash over back to the Hawthorne Hut. We're using that red ticket. Speak to Florimond again. A message from Captain Anuid, I see. This captain speaks true. I must say a great weight has been lifted from my shoulders. As bade, I shall focus all my energies on recovery. As soon as to resume my duties, my thanks again, friend. An elegant bronze piece for doing that. And we'll travel back up to the spire up here. The Jocelyn Spire anyways. Looks like the Pyramid. Good to see you back in one piece. Is there aught to report? A run-in with fell fiends, you say? That is a passing odd. We have never had trouble with the local fauna on this patrol route in the past. Mayhap their numbers are on the rise. We must keep a close eye on things. Anyway, my thanks for your help, friend. I'll pick the stakes. We'll be back. We'll be on here for probably at least another hour, and then I'll go to bed after that. So we use a couple more of these brave paprias, and I'll set an alarm. Actually, I can't set an alarm on here unless I program it for a leave allowance. So, alright. So since we're in the 9 Ivies, I just got the raptor poachers to pretty much find. Thinking that the raptor poachers are going to be somewhere up along that wall up there. Yep. Alrighty, we got all those taken care of. Any more recommendations here? Nope, so we'll go ahead and travel back to New Gridania. First of all, we're going to report to the Archers Guild. Like Kalea Alapo. Vultures are wont to keep their opponents at range length, and their attacks will send you flying. The solution to this is simple: maneuver to the rear. Tree slugs, on the other hand, have an annoying knack of disrupting spellcasting with their secretions. As such, you should do well to keep those creatures away from any mages in the cover. Needless to say, good positioning is the key to success in battle, which is why it is absolutely essential that you know your target's traits. The knowing of these traits is the fundamental part of the hunting. Before the Keepers of the Moon conceived of archery, they dwelt not in the city, but the forest. For my people, hunting was a way of life. In hindsight, I suppose this is more a lesson on hunting than on archery. Lucienne knows well my past, so mayhap this was her intent. Hunting too is an art. Before I came to Gridania, I never gave it much thought, but the more I think of home, the more I begin to realize. Forgive me. I'm not usually given defensive sentiment, truly. Forget I said anything. But do not forget that a hunter must recognize his prey's weakness and strike swiftly when the opportunity presents itself. That concludes the lesson. Now I suggest you pay Lucienne a visit. She is doubtless eager to hear from you. It's good to see you, Severin. I hope you have learned much from Lay. You adventurer, is it true? Are you the one who slew the tree slugs and vultures? Yes. How dare she entrust the security of our people to the hands of a stranger? I knew Mikilta was reckless, but she is downright irresponsible. Shame on her. Did I not warn you that it was folly to suffer that woman's presence in a guild, Lucienne? Every time she wastes an arrow on game, she drags our noble heart back into the darkness. Aye, and this boy too, he is an embarrassment to us all. That is quite enough, Savara. Your skill with the bow is undeniable, as is your love for a nation. Yet there is much and more you have yet to learn about archery. Severin has matured greatly in the short time that he has been with us. You know this to be true. I suggest you come to terms with Severin's presence here. You will be giving him his next lesson, after all, unless, of course, you have any objections. Good? As for you, Severin, I would have you devote yourself wholly to training ahead of your lesson with Savara. Suffice it to say, he will not be an easy instructor to impress. On that we can agree. Before you take your leave, there is something I would tell you. You are as dedicated a student as ever set foot in these halls. In recognition of your fervor for learning, I hereby grant you permission to join the other guilds. Naturally, you need to obtain the express permission of the relevant guild master, but I doubt that any will refuse one such as you. In Gridania, you will find guilds representing lancers, conjurers, leatherworkers, carpenters, and botanists. You are free to seek membership in any that piques your interest. I ask that you keep but one thing in mind. Although there is merit in exploring new avenues, there is also virtue in pursuing a single discipline with all one's heart. The decision is ultimately yours to make. Whichever path you take, be it that of the bow or no, I shall follow your progress with interest, for in you I see the makings of greatness. Armory unlocked. You now have access to the armory system. Quests to unlock the other classes can be undertaken by speaking to the receptionist of the corresponding guild. There exists myriad disciplines in Eorzea that adventurers can take up. For the most rewarding experience, however, it is recommended that you first focus on mastering your current class. Unlocking classes. You now have access to the armory system. Quests to unlock other classes can be undertaken by speaking to the receptionist in the corresponding guild. It should be noted that in addition to martial classes, you may also choose to become a disciple of the hand, one who synthesizes items from on-hand materials, or a disciple of the land, one who harvests resources from the field. Mastering more than one class is the first step to becoming a well-rounded adventurer. Violators will be shot. Guildmaster Lucienne desires that you train under Sabari. So we'll get repelling a shot, and a short bow, or one of these items here. Welcome back, Severin. I trust you have been keeping your nose to the grindstone. As I mentioned when we last spoke, you will train under Savari's tutelage today. Put aside your misgivings and avail yourself of his wealth of experience. Go now, present yourself before him. I see it was too much to hope that you would not return. The others believe that you have potential, but I am not so easily convinced. Like so many adventurers, you have not the faintest inkling of what it means to be an archer. And how could you? Archery is a proud tradition of the wildwood Elism. The essence of this art, to read one's enemy, has been instilled in us over centuries. In that time, we have defended this great nation against every imaginable foe, granting us insight which you will never possess. Can you recognize the subtle signs that betray coming action? No. Can you accurately predict an opponent's movement? No. Can you glean your foe's intentions at a glance? No. And can such things be learned by one who knows nothing about traditions? No. It is only out of respect for Lucia and I have agreed to teach you. Go to the East Shroud and seek out the targets hidden there, but do not presume this will be as easy as before. As I told you, the ability to read one's enemies is fundamental to archery, yet the trials set by my colleagues do not require you to do this. Mine will. The targets you seek have been hidden, and I do mean hidden, in the midst of a region rife with savage beasts. They will play the part of your enemies. In the unlikely event that you spy a target, your limited range will necessitate that you slip past its bestial guardians prior to taking aim. A feat I consider beyond you. Was that a frown? Mayhap you're seeking that the Mikalte say you have done the task? You are wrong. She asked merely that you consider where your foes are. I demand that you discern precisely where they will be. How then will you go about this? Observe them closely and discern their characteristic. Learn to read their movements and recognize patterns in their behavior. If it has eyes, let it not see you. If it has ears, let it not hear you. But neither where it is nor where it needs to be, and thereby pass unnoticed. But enough talk. Whether you or not you heed my counsel is your decision. I will shed no tears should you fail. That was a long discussion. We're gonna go to this experiment Moogle real quick so that we can pick up these quests. The Mogpinium will prove to be an invaluable resource in the Moogle treasure trove, Kupo. Pour over its contents to find the best ways to get your hands on irregular tombstones, and use that knowledge to fill your packs. And once the weight of your tombstones becomes too much to bear, bring them to me and I'll give you all sorts of rare and remarkable items. Collection expanded, Mogpinium. Obtain the Mogpinium. Would you like to view the tutorial? The tutorial can be accessed anytime via the button at the bottom left of the window. Yes. Treasure trove is a special event held at irregular intervals. Complete objectives during the event to obtain the regular tombstones, which can be traded into itinerant Moogles for a variety of rare items. Mogpinium can list menus like access special sites and views, including detailed schedules. An icon will appear by the itinerant Moogle for the event is underway. Regular tombstones can be obtained by completing objectives during the Moogle treasure trove event, and can be exchanged for various rewards. The types of regular tombstones available will change each time the event is held. Speak with an itinerant Moogle to exchange irregular tombstones for a variety of items. Itinerant Moogles can be found in the itinerant files of the following locations: Limsa Laminsa, Lower Decks, New Gridania, or Eldol, Steps of Nald. The objectives for the Moogle treasure trove can be confirmed through the Mogpinium. Objectives are divided into the following 4 categories: standard objectives, which can be completed repeatedly; weekly objectives, which can be completed once a week; mini Mog challenges, which can be completed once a week; ulti-Mog challenges, which can only be completed once per event period. Non-repeatable objectives provide greater quantities of tombstones, so prioritize them to get the items you want. Regular tombstones will not be awarded when using adventure squadrons or duty support system. The regular tombstone rewards are only available to unrestricted parties if the level 6 option is applied. Please know amount of times. We already learned about all these, so access a special site. So it looks like it's already passed for now. So we will go ahead and speak to Mother Mio. Hello there, Severin. Word of your tireless efforts at Branch Meadows has reached my ears. The folk there have not but the highest praise for you. You certainly have an act for making Mother proud. Keep up the good work, you hear? A letter from Luculot? I haven't the slightest inkling what this could be about. Gods be good. I have a mission for you, Severin. Suffice it to say, it is urgent. I fear it may also prove dangerous, however, so you must be prepared. Make what arrangements you can and report back to me the moment you are ready. To guard a guardian. Leon has a mind to assign you to a mission of great import. Time is of the essence, so I shall speak plain. Based on Luculot's observations, the XIV designs on the guardian tree and they mean to act soon. The tree is the oldest living thing in this ancient forest. It is held sacred by every firstborn Gridonian. Should it come to any harm, the elementals would fly into a rage beyond pacifying. I dread to think of the chaos that would ensue. There isn't much time. We must act quickly. Severin, please see this letter to the hands of Lord Lewin at the seat of the first bow and quiver's hold. Should the need arise, pray, put yourself wholly at the man's disposal. I strongly suspect he will need all the able-bodied souls he can muster. The fate of Gridania hangs in the balance. Go swiftly, Severin. Magical remote. An urgent message from Mother Meow. Very well, you may enter. Yes, let's proceed to the seat of the first bow. Let's speak to Lewin. So you are Severin Flanders, the adventurer of whom I've heard so much. I understand you wish words with me. Meow has information on the exile, you say. Speak freely, you have both my ears. Matrons will fin. They meant to defile the guardian tree. Before Nafka, I swear those filthy bearmen will not touch it. Nay, not so much as a single leaf. 12 help me, how can it be that neither the wood whalers nor the gods have ever caught wind of this? I cannot help but think this plot bears the mark of the masked devil who has eluded us for so long. We must be wary this incursion may be more than it seems. Would that the warriors of light were still with us, but this time no time for such idle thoughts. I thank you for delivering this message. You may assure me that I will dispatch a unit of my best men to investigate. My lord. What is it? It's the Exile, sir. The Exile have amassed at the Guardian Tree. Already? Bloody hells. Severin, Meon believes you capable, and I think of no better judge than she. Let us just drink this day, aid in the defense of the Guardian Tree. We'll go to the Hawthorne Hut first. Current area that we're about to get. So you have returned, a passable performance for an adventurer, but the bare minimum for any archer. I carry with me generations of wildwood tradition, a tradition built upon the bones of the many outsiders who tried to take what is ours. It was my ancestors who first learned to conceal their presence and fight from the shadows, to hold the enemy at distance, to protect the weak, all of it, everything was. This is a waste of time you cannot understand. But if you're so intent upon following in the footsteps of my people, I bid you to go to the North Shroud, accelerate scouts and set their side near the river, west of Etot Spire. And unless you are entirely ignorant of Gordanian history, I need to explain that this act of aggression is part of the centuries-old conflict. The minions do not matter, it is their leader, Nuzo Katron, the Violator, who must fall. He commands the scouts and will be well guarded. Here he stands upon hostile ground with birdmen and not walls for protection. If you're diligent and determined, you can slip through their defenses and slay their leader. This is the art of the Gordanian archer. Embrace the wisdom I have bestowed upon you and the fight will be short. If you see this deed done, adventurer, I will take it as proof of your commitment to us, and labor no more to drive you from the go. Now go. We'll do this quest first. The Bullord sent you. Yes, good to have you with us. The Birdmen have completely surrounded the Guardian Tree, and their calls grow more urgent by the minute. Whatever it is they mean to do, we cannot let them go through with it. They must be stopped, no matter the cost. Duty calls. Commence battle to Guardian a Guardian. Level 6 is effective here above the maximum allowed level. It will be sync as follows. Level 18, proceed. O mournful voice of creation, O mournful voice of time. Squash, defend me, all. To us this forest, Tenkola, belongs. Wisdom of paragons we possess to our former glory, restore us at will. From this tree, a great crystal we take, unto Garuda an offering we shall make. Unfeathered ones and elementals banished we shall. Our ancient home, reclaim we will, squawk. First squad, left flank, second and third, right flank. The rest form the main host with me. It is high time we remind our exiled guests why we Corvermen are to be feared. The position is yours, adventurer, and may the elementals keep you. Squawk? Interrupt us, you dare. In our own blood you shall bathe. Okay, here we go. Impressive work, adventurer. The Bowlord bids you hold this position. Enemies may yet lurk near, so stay on your guard. We go to bolster the left flank, where the battle yet rages. The source of his strength becomes clear. You may have bested the golem, but you will not fare so well this day. O mournful voice of creation, send unto me a creature of the abyss, my thrall to command, that I may smite mine enemies. Your very being imperils the planet. You cannot be suffered to live. Duty complete. That the wisdom of the Paragon should be brought low by mere mortals. Paragons. That's what I heard. The bringers of chaos, or Ascians to give them the proper name. It would seem our suspicions were correct. It is they who have been manipulating the beast tribes. Stubborn, are you unharmed? Had I known this creature was near, I would have sent men, not called them away. There is no mistake, sir. He is the one who stirred the exile from the nest. Our intelligence was reliable. So this is the man who has eluded us for so long. Right? We finally got him. We sensed an ominous presence and came here as swiftly as our legs would carry us. Well, it's good to know that we're up against anyway. My thanks as ever, friends. Quivermen, move out. To say you played an instrumental role in the success of this mission would scarcely do justice to your efforts this day, adventurer. Upon your return to Gridania, pray visit me at Quiver's Hold. I will see to it that you receive the thanks you are due. You are probably wondering why we always seem to appear when there's trouble, right? Well, trust me when I tell you that it's almost never our fault. Despite what it looks like, Papa Liam and I are actually helping the Gridanians. And we've been doing so for a good few years, too. Oh, did I mention that we're not from around here? Why yes, we are Charlans, however, did you know? So it wasn't mistaken. Mistaken about what? Nothing. Nothing at all. Oh, you always do that. Mumble something loaded with meaning, only to keep it to yourself when someone asks. It's unfair. And it's especially unfair when the someone is me. Oh, do calm down. I'll tell you later. I bet you won't. Anyways, all's well that ends well. Quite. We'd best be on our way. See you later. We have roughly 23 minutes left. Answer the God's corporate bow. Welcome back, British. Your exploits at the Guard Tree are the stuff for songs. The Bolo Order waits you within. Yes. I have awaited your return, Severin. Allow me to thank you again for helping us defend the Guardian Tree. Not only did you put the invading exiles to rout, you confronted the masked mage and from his fell minion, and emerged the victor. I have good men and women under me, none of whom give me cause for complaint but you. Seven are a class part. Your strength, your determination, and your heart. You have all the makings of a great adventurer, and Mion is seldom mistaken in her appraisals. She is plainly not mistaken now. Gridania is stronger for your presence. The elder seeds here would doubtless be pleased to learn that a capable adventurer like you has come to us. Once more, I thank you. Owing to your valor, disaster has been averted.
Elder Seedseer, my lady.
Cutscene so we can give the vocals a rest.
I am come to express my gratitude for your valiant efforts before the Guardian Tree. I am informed that an adventurer of singular talent now walks amongst us. You are he, are you not? My name is Khan Esena, and it is my solemn charge to watch over all who call Gridania home. Well met and welcome to our fair nation. It was your valor that won us the day, I believe. On behalf of all Gridanians, I offer you my humblest thanks. This gift I present to you as a small token of my gratitude. I hope that you will ever remain a friend to Gridania. Green Bliss is coming. It is an age-old ceremony to renew the bond between man and elemental. Over the centuries, it has blossomed into a joyous festival encompassing Gridanians from every walk of life. I should be most gratified if you would participate in the ceremony as emissary.
Oh, such a great honor.
I look forward to seeing you on that most joyous of days. Till then, fare you well. May you walk in the light of the crystal.
Gridanian Ring. Festive endeavors. Lord Lewin has information regarding a role in Green Bliss. None in Gridania can dagger worth Severin, but to receive such praise from the elder seat seer herself. And nor is that half of it. She chose you to play the role of emissary. For God's sakes, you're an outsider. Do you have any idea what this means? But of course you won't. You are not forest-born, which is rather the point, mistake me or not. I think you're worthy, but your selection is all but unprecedented, and I'll wager you have not the faintest inkling what is required of you. There are preparations that the emissary must needs complete ahead of the time. I suggest you consult Mion regarding the matter. She is overseeing the arrangements for the event. Now you had best get going. The ceremony cannot commence without the emissary. Oh, and Severin, don't make a hash of this. Well, if it isn't the emissary himself. Had I known you were coming, I would have baked a pie. You truly are full of surprises, Severin. Next, you'll be telling me you're one of the Warriors of Light, back from a half-decade-long holiday. But let's speak of preparations. As you doubtless already know, Green Bliss is an age-old ceremony to strengthen the bond between man and elemental. These days, though, the name also refers to as the festival at large. In the ceremony, the emissary serves as a conduit, a bridge between the people and the guardians of the Trollswood. Suffice it to say, it is no small responsibility, nor does it ever cease to choose mankind representatives on a whim. Seldom in history have non-force-born been chosen for the role, which should give you an idea of the magnitude of the honor being accorded to you. For your part, you are required to wear a ceremonial artifact, which is presently in the keeping of Timber Master Beatman. Go to the carvage guild, collect it from the man, then return to me for further instructions. So you're the emissary to be. Mion sent word that we would be coming to collect the ceremonial artifact. The good news is that it's ready, painstakingly crafted by these very hands, and from the rarest of materials. Take it along with this warning. Get as much as scratch on the thing, and I shall make an unceremonial artifact out of you. Back from your trip to the Carpenters Guild. Let's see what you have in that box. Oh, this is by far the finest Manoa mask I've ever laid eyes upon. The Timber Master has truly outdone himself this time. In case you didn't mention, the mask is crafted from consecrated lumber, rendered up by the good guardian tree, solely for use in a ceremony. In other words, it is priceless. Mother bids you to handle it with care. And with that, your preparations are complete. The venue should just about be in order as well. If you have any questions, now is the time to ask them. Renewing the covenant. Leon has some final words of advice to offer regarding your role in group bliss. Now that you have the Manoa mask, all that's left is to participate in the ceremony. Perchance you are feeling nervous, but never fear. Despite all the pomp surrounding the role, there really is nothing to being an emissary. All you're required to do is wear the mask, stand up straight, and look dignified. The more involved aspects of the proceedings will be handled by others. Simple, no? The ceremony will be held at Mikito's amphitheater. When you are ready, make yourself known to the caretaker there, a woman named Estain. Oh, and be sure to wear your mask, or she may not recognize you. Now off you go, Severin, and good luck. Ah, you must be the emissary. I see you have come prepared, that is well. I have been instructed to escort you to your place. Please follow me.
Look! The elder Cecia.
12 bless her heart!
May he find favor with the elementals. This radiance. Could it be a crystal of light? Tell me true, has the Mother Crystal revealed herself to you? Did you bask in her light? Have you, perchance, experienced sensations akin to ether sickness of late? That Heidelin would speak directly to this man. There once were dauntless adventurers who fought in the name of Eorzea. When the primals threatened to bleed the land dry, these brave men and women rose to face them. When the Garlean Empire resumed its war of conquest, they rushed to the realm's defense. And when it was foretold that Dalamud would fall, they fought with all their strength to deliver us from certain doom. Yet as strong and as brave as they were, they, like so many, disappeared amidst the flames at Cartano. None have forgotten the heroes who gave all for the sake of a realm not their own. Yet when we try to recall their names, we find the pages of our memories are blank, as if bleached by the sun. And when we try to recall their faces, we see them only in silhouette, as if they stood betwixt us and a blinding glare. Hence have these heroes come to be known as the Warriors of Light. Beholding you, illuminated by the glow of the crystal, I could not help but be reminded of them. The crystal has chosen you for a purpose. Trust to its guiding light, and all shall be revealed to you in good time. Though none can say for certain what the future will bring, it is my belief that you may yet play a telling role in the tale of this great realm. For the power of the echo resides within you.
I'd say after this cutscene, I have to get going.
Flames to the fore! Victory belongs to the bold. Show those Imperial whore sons what we're made of!
The left flank buckles. Divert the barracudas. Bid them hold that position, though it cost them their lives.
The yellow serpents are in need of succor. Pray, send the white wolves to their aid. The adventurers risk life and limb for our cause. We must not fail them.
Is aught amiss?
No, it is nothing.
Bloody hells! The barrier won't go down so easily! Eyes forward!
We are being watched.
Raging Bull, calling Bloodthorn. Bloodthorn, respond! Respond, damn you!
Raging Bull, this is Mad Snake. Respond.
Ryder, This is Raging Bull. What news?
We're surrounded by a blaze. There is no way out. Gods preserve, what is that thing?
What's going on? Speak to me!
Gods damn it! We cannot hold much longer.
Mad Snake! Mad Snake! Answer me! Damn it! Damn it all to the 7th hell!
What of the barracudas? Can they not be reached?
Sorry, Admiral. Shell's not working.
What of our own?
I cannot say, my lady. That monstrosity appears to be disrupting our communications.
We must keep trying. Call till they respond.
Yes, my lady.
Admiral, General, we can do no more. We must give the order to withdraw.
I will not forsake Louis Soir.
General, please. Victory may belong to the bold, but there will be no victor this day. You know this to be true. Let us not sacrifice lives in vain. The adventurers fight bravely, but to no avail. Let them withdraw, and let us be the ones to stand with Louis Soir.
Belay previous orders. All Maelstrom units are commanded to fall back, effective immediately. Give the foreign levy priority. Let the main host cover their retreat and bring up the rear.
Damn it! Relay the order. All flames are to withdraw. I don't care if our link cells are useless. You still have a working pair of legs, don't you? Well, use them, you bloody half-wit!
The outcome of this battle was long since decided. Better to retreat now than risk a massacre. This dark, stifling presence. Who or what? We go to take our place beside Archon Louis Soir. To your positions.
Kasbamul, Soginin Moise Tonsul. Logalo, Asawad Deken Bet Mubut. Imarat way, Kiskatoga Hats Wadadorns. Seasonigem, Fisdun the only Lamrai Zadai Dorn.
Oh, look who's back in the land of the living. You mean to say you don't remember a thing? You collapsed in the middle of the ceremony, gave us all a good fright. So we carried you back here. I must say, you're heavier than you look. You hardly stopped of late. Your exertions must have caught up with you. But your adventures are nothing if not resilient. Seeing as the worst is past, I shall take my leave and return to my duties. Oh, I almost forgot. The elder Caesar told me she likes to see you when you felt well enough. The gentle soul was almost as worried about you as I was. Bless her. When you're back on your feet, be sure to visit her at the lotus stand. Okay, after I complete this quest, the Northern Shroud. I'll save and quit. I got shit to do tonight. Duty calls commence for battle for violators to be shot. Level sync is in effect. If you are above the maximum allowed level, it will be synced as follows. Level 19. Let's proceed. Yeah, after these next two quests are complete, I gotta get going. Even now I struggle to credit the Central's reports. Yet here you are, in Uzo Catalan, the violators no more. That a god's damn adventure should be so. Only by the grace of Nymea herself could you have survived. But even though it was pure luck, I would keep my word. Severin, should you stay or should you go, I care not. You have completed the task and are no longer my responsibility. Go now to Lucienne. She will doubtless wish to lavish you with praise. Oh, you'll get no more from me. Off with you. I am given to understand that you single-handedly drove off an XIV scouting party, and that you did so with precision and guile. How exactly was that training, Lucienne? Severin's just an adventurer. Savary thrust him into the jaws of the enemy in the hope that he would come back. And when, against all expectation, he did come back, and that Severin still refused to acknowledge the skill. Is that truly your impression? Well, yes, he said it was pure luck. Mere noise, Savary seized Severin's skill. Of that I have no doubt. Did you not mark your way? He covered his mouth when he uttered the words. It's a habit of his to do so on those occasions when his tongue and his heart are in disagreement. For all his skill at reading the idiosyncrasies of others, he has yet to recognize his own. Impressive work, Severin. You have applied yourself to lay in Savari's lessons and demonstrated command of the core concepts. You are now an archer in your own right. Allow me to teach you something to commemorate this accomplishment. Repelling shot is an advanced technique that enables an archer to evade your attacks whilst continuing to fire upon his opponent. Used wisely, it can grant you a brief respite in the heat of battle. I have faith that with regular practice you will learn how best to employ it to your advantage. Remember your senior's lessons as you strive for true mastery. I'll just pick up this quest here to catch a poacher. Nice. Very nice. Guildmaster Lucienne wants you to go to Beskar and Druidus. You come at a good time, Severin. I have a task for you. A petition has arrived from the proprietor of Beskar and Druidus out in their south shroud. The petitioner of Beskar himself has requested our assistance in dealing with the gang of poachers. I would have the three of you meet with him and investigate his claims. The three of us, you mean Severin, myself, and... It would be better if I went alone, Lucienne. The Mikelte and the other one would only uncover me. No, Savary, you will go as three. Also, it is past time you recognize Severin as your fellow archer. I will not. I have held my tongue on the matter of his continued presence here, but I will bend no further. Who in seven hells do you think you are, Bolo Lewin? In case you were forgotten, you aren't even a quiverman anymore. That may be, but I have shed blood defending our borders, unlike you, savage. Savage, you know nothing about me, bigoted son of a... Enough. But one more word and you shall have cause to regret your petulance. The three of you will go to Beskar and Druidus in South Shroud. Now, out of my sight. Ah, you are Severin Flanders, are you not? I bid you welcome, sir. The elders seem to have left word that you would be joining her at the Lotus Show. May I show you in? I have looked forward to your coming, Severin, but tell me, are you recovered? I am most glad of that. Now I hope you will not doubt the earnestness of my concern, but I would ask a favor of you, nor can I deny that I summon you here in part with this in mind. Know, however, that I proceed only upon the understanding you are rested and well. Thank you for hearing me out. Connie Center would entrust you with a task of great import. I have written a letter to my counterparts in the Eorzean Alliance. The Battle of Carcinel and the calamity that followed claimed countless souls and left countless more bereft and alone. In the dark days that followed, many were the survivors who thought themselves less fortunate than the dead. 5 years have come and gone, and the land and the people still bear the wounds of the devastation. Nor are we any closer to learning the fate of the Warrior of Light. Yet so long as we live, never must we give up hope. We owe this to those who laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. In remembrance of them, a memorial service will soon be held upon the anniversary of the Battle of Carcinel. This missive bears the details of that service. You graciously accepted the part of emissary in the recent ceremony. Should you be so willing, I will now make you my envoy, and have you bear my message to our allies. Your dedication to the people of Gridania rouses fond memories in me, and I would choose no other for the role. Will you do me this favor? Humbly, I thank you. As you are no doubt aware, our partners in the Eorzean Alliance lie some considerable distance away, nor our old limits are close to one another. Yet fear not, for I have no intention of subjecting you, mine only newly anointed envoy, to a journey which would take weeks by land. No, I mean for you to travel by air. Receive of me this airship pass. With it, you may make use of the skyway that connects the three city-states of the Alliance. The airship landing is situated upon the lower floor of the car line canopy. Simply show your pass and you will be admitted to the departure area. Before you embark upon your journey, however, you would do well to seek the worldly wisdom of Mion. Few forest-born Gridanians know more of the lands beyond the 12s within Shu. In better times, airships were available for the convenience of one and all. Alas, the risk that our crafts may fall to Imperial attack has forced a reduction in the number of flights. Consequently, it has become necessary to restrict air travel only to those whose need is great. Such individuals may petition the relevant parties to be issued an airship pass. As you may have deduced, I myself am one such party. Yet, I was not alone in desiring that you be granted the privilege of air travel. Such is the potential you show. We have no doubt that you will reward our faith in you, Severin. By the power vested in me, I bid you journey forth as my envoy into the great realm of Eorzea. Walk her fields, brave her seas, and strive to know her better. And wheresoever you go, without fear, for the path shall be revealed to those who are true of heart. Guided by the crystal's light, step forth and discover your destiny. So, next whenever I play, we're going to leave all these gatherer quests and crafting stuff pretty much to last and all that stuff. But one thing we definitely are going to pick up on tomorrow after we get done with the current quest for the archers and all that, and it starts leading us into other areas for the hunt. We're going to pick up the Conjurers Guild and also the Lancers Guild tomorrow. We're going to work those up, but after we do some guild quests to level up our current thing. But anyways, we're going to just go and pick up the Conjurers Guild quest right now. I got 14 minutes left on the stream, so why not? Learn something new for once. Since we're here anyways, we'll pick this up. Well met, adventure. You are come to Stillglade Fane, home of the Conjurers Guild. We conjurers harness the powers of earth, wind, and water that abound in nature, and thereby weave spells of healing and protection. Ever do we seek noble souls to initiate into her mysteries. Might you be such a soul? Come to join the guild? Then allow me to provide you with an overview of what it is to be a conjurer. Conjurers are healing and purification, expected to harness the power of nature, that they might bring about change in the form of spells. Primitive magic such as that once wrought by individuals known as mages. Being those with the ability to manipulate aether has existed since the dawn of time. It was not until some 5 centuries ago that conjuring emerged from the shapeless agglomeration of spells and charms, an event which led to the founding of Gridania. In those dark days, the elementals would not suffer man's presence in the Twelveswood, forcing our forebears to make their homes beneath the earth in the great subterranean city of Gilmore. But their desire to settle in the Twelveswood continued to burn fiercely. Time and time again they sought to curry the elementals' favor. Unlike men and other creatures bound in the temples of flesh, the elementals are beings of pure aether. Recognizing this, the mages availed reason with their talent for some etheric manipulation might allow them to commune with these theretofore enigmatic entities. It took 5 long decades, but our forebears finally succeeded. Their reward, the elementals' permission to dwell in Twelveswood. So it was that the nation of Gridania was born. Since that time, the elementals have taught us to live as one with nature, speaking to all Gridanians to the hearers, those mages who are able to commune with them. And for their intimacy with the elementals, the hearers would go on to attain greater mastery over the forces of nature. Thus did they conceive the art of conjuring.
Alright folks, my headset just died. I'm just going to finish up this last part and then I'm going to go and get going. And my most attentive listener is a brief history of conjuring. If you have a mind to walk our path, I wholeheartedly recommend you join our guild. It would be my pleasure to explain the initiation process to you. Pray speak with me again when you are ready. So anyways, y'all have a good one. Y'all take care. I'll be back tomorrow to do some more streaming or later on tonight. And y'all just have